Good afternoon. When it was first introduced 22 years ago, not everyone thought it was such a great idea. But now Family Day is considered one of former Alberta Premier Don Getty's crowning achievements. Stephanie Massicott shows us how families in Lethbridge enjoyed the day together.
When it comes to Family Day, the city of Lethbridge isn't lacking in things to do. Events across the city allow families to have fun while spending quality time together. Some headed out to Fort Whoop-Up for a taste of life back in the day.
We like to see the young people and the young families have a good time down here on Family Day.
We just came down to enjoy the maple syrup candy and the wagon rides.
Families both young and old were able to find something fun to do at the fort. For Julian Williams, it was getting first-hand experience with steer roping.
It takes a little while, but third, fourth, fifth try, you get it.
For those who found it a little too cold out, the University of Lethbridge held its first pirate-themed play day. The idea came after President Michael Mann's daughter mentioned a similar event in Edmonton.
They were hoping they would have a fun activity for the kids and families in Lethbridge. I suggested maybe a play day here, so the idea kind of took off and they've planned it, and it's really amazing.
Best feedback is the smiling faces of the kids. They're having a great time, and then I look over and I see the smiling faces of their parents. So I think the feedback's terrific.
Alberta was the first province to hold Family Day back in 1990. It's supposed to reflect the values of home and family that were important to the pioneers that founded this province. And as you can see, just a great excuse to have fun with the family. Stephanie Massicott, CTV News, Lethbridge.
Thanks, Stephanie. Family Day is celebrated here in Alberta, in Saskatchewan and Ontario. Next year, British Columbia will introduce the holiday, and for Manitobans, it's Louis Riel Day. Well, despite the Family Day celebrations, new research says people living in Alberta aren't getting enough quality time with their loved ones. Research compiled by the Parkland Institute says Alberta's fast-paced economy and low rate of unionization are partly to blame. It says Albertans have around 5 hours a day of leisure time, and that's the lowest in the country. Albertans are the second lowest when it comes to their sense of community involvement, feeling only marginally more part of their community than people living in Quebec. Families say the key is to make time for each other. The Parkland Institute also says Canadians get far less vacation time than workers in most developed countries and end up working nearly 2 more months a year.